I've been asked which came first, my feminism or my veganism. My feminism came before my veganism. Along with my two sisters, I was raised a feminist. But also in my life as a child, animals played an immense role. Their nurturing, non-judgmental presence, their spirit of fun. A few years ago, when I finished another book on the subject, I thought to myself, when will I be done writing on this? And I realized, animals have given me so much in my life. I'll never be done. So which came first? While a sophomore at the University of Rochester, I attended my first women's liberation meeting. It was organized by many of the women leading the anti-war movement at the U of R. I started reading everything that was available and was lucky enough to read feminist theory practically at the moment it was being formulated. As a part of my Yale Divinity School studies, I did field work at the New Haven Women's Liberation Center. The following year, the day after I arrived back at my parents' home, my pony was killed in a hunting accident. That night, deeply grieving, I bit into a hamburger and suddenly realized I am eating a dead cow. I knew I had to stop eating dead animals and become a vegetarian. Within a month, I experienced a moment of revelation. My feminism and vegetarianism were related. I was doing feminist studies through Harvard Divinity School. One day, walking toward Harvard Square, I started thinking about all the associations I was coming upon. Feminists in the 19th century who were vegetarians, feminist novels that included a move toward vegetarianism as part of the feminist awakening of the hero, that a patriarchal ethics naturalizes and normalizes violence. I began to see how patriarchal ethics perpetuates human exceptionalism that permits the oppression of other beings. I remember having a feeling of almost levitating as the many dimensions of this connection ran through me, like a current. As I was working on the manuscript that would become the Sexual Poitics of Meat, I came upon a 19th century reference to animalized protein. In other words, all protein is plant protein. We can either eat it directly or process it through animals. The question for me became, what should we call dairy and eggs? Recognizing that these foods require the reproductive slavery of female animals, I understood that they needed to be named as well. So I coined the term feminized protein. Once I had named and understood this, my veganism became inevitable. And so my feminist veganism, my vegan feminism, braided together and delivered me into both a book and my life.